This is Organizational Activities, unit number 4, and we intend to cover learning outcome 2. So, learning outcome 2 has three assessment criteria: 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. So, we discuss the operational areas of an organization. So, we need to know what are these operational areas of an organization and how to create custom orientations through operational area. Then we are going to evaluate existing operational management techniques. On the third assessment criteria, we try to explain how project management techniques. So we should know what are the project management techniques are and how those project management techniques could improve business activities. So we should talk about specific examples and explain with regard to that context. So 2.1, discuss the extent to which an operational area of an organization is customer oriented. So before we start this particular section, we should know what is operational management is. So I have taken a book which is written by Robbins Coulter, 2014. That book says, as you can see, I have taken the quotation from that book. It says the operational management is the transformation process that converts resources into finished goods or a service. So think of a hotel, think of a fast food restaurant. How do you get the final product? You have your resources, initial raw material, and you have the final good, a finished goods. What is this transformation process it undergoes? So that is considered as the operation management. So I would like you to think of education sector. For example, now I have been trying to teach you through online. So I'm passing, I'm the knowledge what I have, I'm trying to convert it to a service to my customer. Hotel, what are they doing? How are they providing the services? And in order to provide their services, how they convert their resources. So this particular transformation process is considered as operation management. So I have given one example over here as well, IKEA. Right. The operation management requires what we see as a customer is output. We see a product. McDonald's, McBurger, a product. Apple, Apple iPhone. We see the output. TUI, travel company. We see the packages, travel packages that they offer. So we often see the outcome. But in order to have those outcomes, there are a number of inputs are required. We need people in that organization to develop. Let's take this as an example, TUI. You have a task to do. You should log into TUI or Thomas Cook website and see what are the services that they offer. They offer a number of luxury packages. They offer summer packages. They offer short break holidays. So in order to offer these services, they have their people, employees. They have the technology. Now I know TUI or Thomas Cook uses the virtual reality technology to tell what exactly a customer can benefit by visiting a specific destination. You require capital. You require equipment, machines, materials, of course, you require. And you require some information, exactly what products customer wanted. You require the information. So in summary, in order to have the output, you need to have those inputs. When you have those inputs, you need to transform to get the output. So this transformation process is considered as operation management. So here I've given a explanations of what is manufacturing organizations and service organization. Manufacturing organization, you see a physical good. What are those? You see a physical good. For example, Louis Vuitton. What else? We'll take some luxury brands. Rolex. We see some luxury brands. Mont Blanc. I would be expecting you to go through these websites and see manufacturing organizations are organizations that produces physical goods, but service organizations on the other hand that produces services, such as, think of some of the services. Hotels provide services, education sector provides services, restaurant, they provide services. So you need to see a clear distinction between manufacturing and service organizations, and both of those organizations require the operation management in order to convert input into the output process. Then we are going to look at what is value chain is about and why it is important. Now still we are trying to identify how operational management is important to create customer orientation. So before that, let's look at the value chain. So value chain is about the performance characteristics, features, attributes, and any other aspects of goods and services which customers are willing to give up resources. The value, what are they expecting? Value chain is about the entire series of organizational work activities, all those works organization does, from production to end consumer. How do you make sure the value is created in each of these points? So that is what we call value chain. So value chain management, the definitions have been provided. The process of managing the sequence of activities and information along the entire value chain. You will be discussing the value chain in a different module called supply chain. So we are not going to touch value chain in this module, but you should know value chain is about from input item until output item, how organization can improve the goods or services at each point. Then in order to address the learning outcome 2.1, we need to look at what are those quality goals. So when it comes to operations, when we do operations, when we manufacture a product, when you deliver a services, we need to make sure that we deliver a quality product. So in order to enhance the quality, there are a couple of concepts we can use. One is ISO 9000, Six Sigma. I'll take a Six Sigma process over here to explain. So during the process of inputs to outputs, first of all, you need to define what am I trying to achieve, what exactly customer wanted, what exactly as an organization I wanted to achieve. That's what you call defining. Then measure. You need to measure what is the output you're planning to achieve through the input. Analyze. You need to analyze the process. Am I achieving required productivity? Am I reducing the wastage? Am I improving the efficiency? If you are not, improve that one. Improve the process. If there's quite a lot of wastages in the process, try to reduce the wastage. If you think your employees are meeting quite a lot of accidents during this transformation process because of the defects in the machine, probably replace those machines with a new one. Then finally, control it. Control the process in order to enhance the quality. So Six Sigma is 1, 2, 3, 4. These sectors: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. If you use this model, you're trying to enhance the quality through this particular process, which is important to improve the customer orientations or to offer something best for the customer. So the product what you offer at finally is less defect because you have already improved through your process. Okay. Then there are companies who does mass customization and lean organizations. So mass customization is about providing customer with a product when and where and how they want it. Lean organizations are an organization that understand what customer wants, identify customer values by analyzing all activities required to produce product, and then optimize the entire process from the customer's perspective. This is important, from the customer's perspective. For example, just in time. This means you produce a product or you produce a service when it is required. Particularly, this is applying for a product manufacturing company. You don't manufacture the product and keep it with you. But however, you manufacture the product when it is required. So just-in-time processes are required for fashion companies. They can't manufacture a garment and keep it for 1 month. No, they need to identify what is the fashion trend, manufacture just in time to capture the market. That's what Zara is better than Marks and Spencer. Zara makes profit because their operational management is more efficient and they try to have a product which customer requires in just in time. But on the other hand, Marks and Spencer produces the product 6 months before and they try to get the product to the customer. By the time it comes, the fashion has faded. So you need to understand how operational management is important to create customer satisfaction. So how to become customer oriented? That's the question we had to answer. First of all, define what customer wants, what exactly they are looking from you. Look at how to improve the quality process on that transformation process, and train your staff. Very important in the process. Train your staff. If your staff is not meeting a required standard, then train them. For example, I was talking to one of a KFC manager, and they phoned me. One of a person informed me, every person who works in the till, they should serve 55 customers within 1 hour's time period. So they wanted to make it faster service to the customer. So their process is efficient, serve the customer faster. So the employees are trained to deliver that task. Yes, customer feedbacks are important to improve the customer orientation. So let's look at the question number 2.2, which is evaluation. So evaluation is about, you're going to look at the operational management technique in a specific context. Here I have given an example. Consider you're working as a manager for a hotel, travel lodge. How operational management techniques, we discussed some of the techniques. How are they important in managing room cleaning services? How can you make sure each room meets standard requirements? So every company has a technique to improve the operational management. So I would like you to consider either Travelodge or any company and tell us what is the operational management technique that they use. Techniques such as just in time, or Kaizen, or Six Sigma. Kaizen we have not discussed, but I need you to look at Kaizen techniques as well. Kaizen is doing incremental improvements in the organization and evaluate those techniques. How far those techniques are helping to improve the customer satisfaction and how far these techniques are not valid. So you need to look at pros and cons both. So that's 2.2. 2.3, explain how project management techniques. So we need to know what are these. First of all, we need to know what is project, then project management, then project management techniques. So to start with, I have defined what is project is about. So the project is a one-time activity that has a definite beginning and the definite end point. That is project. Think of a project. You want to develop a new product. You have a start date, you have an end date. So the project management is about the task involved in this particular process. You need time, you need budget, you need people. So I want you to think of what type of projects you have involved so far. Can you list down 3? Project management techniques. So this is not a project management class, so we are trying to discuss very briefly about project management techniques now. So in a project, you need to have a project team. You need to have a project leader, you need to have people who are working towards that project. As I said, let's assume you're going to launch a new product. If you're going to launch a new product, you need to do a market research, you need to develop a brand, you need to do you need to go and do a pilot testing. So everywhere you require your team members. We call project team. Before you start a project initiation document is another technique where you write down what exactly you intend to achieve through this particular project. This is a document. Okay, my objective of this project is this. I want this much of money. I want this number of people. I'm planning to complete within 9 months' time. I'm planning to achieve this. So you write down all those activities in a project initiation document. This is the initial document. So this is required because it gives the guidance for you to plan your project. Of course, project techniques, as we discussed, project initiation document, project plan is important. Also, these two are very important milestones. You need to find what are my targets. Okay, June, I should complete my market research. July, I should launch my brand logo. August, I should do a customer feedback. So milestones, you need to see whether I achieve those on that particular time or not. Another project management technique is timeline. That means January, February, March, April, May. Your activities, you list down your activities. When are you trying to achieve those activities? We call timeline. I will be sharing some documents on Gantt chart or timeline and the project techniques to support. However, for the video explanation purpose, this is exactly we intend to cover. So let's try to review 3 questions. There are 3 questions which we need to address: 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. So this time we are following something different. The question number 2.1 and 2.2, you need to write answer in the Word document. Then, but 2.3, I would like you to record. Take your mobile phones and record your answer. You don't need to write, so I thought let's keep it simple. You take your mobile phone and record the answer for 2.3. Once you record the answer, share the link with us through email or upload to the Moodle. So with that, we intend to cover learning outcome 2. With that, I will stop for today. Thank you.